What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again. We are back at it like a crack addict in the building. Got 'em early. Woo! I'm a little late though. Everybody else has got them, but so what? I got them early, and that is the Jordan 1 shattered backboard. Y'all, man, it's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, and today I'm putting y'all on something I've been actually using and it's been very clutch, and that's SpotMe by Chime. Chime is an award-winning financial app and debit card used by millions of Americans to manage, save, and spend their money. If you've ever been hit with overdraft fees at the worst possible time, this is for you. SpotMe is Chime's way of having your back with an overdraft. If you're eligible, Chime will cover up to $200 on debit card transactions or cash withdrawals with no overdraft fees. Nada. Zilch. Let's keep it real. I've had moments where I swiped and didn't realize my balance was short. Maybe it was for gas, maybe it was for food, maybe it was for taking the wife and the kids out. With Chime SpotMe, the payment still goes through and I can pay Chime back later. Less stress, and then with no fees. That's the way it should be. Chime looks out for you. It's not like a traditional bank that will punish you for an overdraft. So if you want a smarter and simpler way to manage your money, this is it. Check out the link down below in the description and get started with Chime today. All right, guys, so we got in the shattered backboard, and this is my first time seeing this sneaker. So I've never seen it before in hand. This particular pair, of course. Let's get straight into it, to my honest reaction. So first things first, out of the box, obviously is the box with the shattered backboard detailing with the black and orange or starfish Nike on the box, which we'll talk more about. Woo! Why you guys are hyping them up? Because I can. Okay. First things I noticed, which a lot of people have said before, which does not matter to me. I'm copping them, I'm rocking them, I'm stocking them, I'm popping them, panties dropping them, you feel me? Is that the quality is not the same at all like the original. Now, the quality itself is good, but you know that saying, shattered backboard quality, right? It does not have that. Nor should that negate anything, because I know you guys are gonna get mad. There's gonna be people mad like, I'm tired of hearing people compare it to that pair. It's not, I understand, brother. I'm just letting y'all know. It's not that quality, but it is a good quality Jordan 1 material. I'm not mad with it whatsoever. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't make it worse. I am okay with what we got here. The Jordan 1 shattered backboard is set to release on August 23rd for a retail price point of $180. And it will be in a full family size run, marking the 10-year anniversary of the original Jordan 1 shattered backboard that has become a cult classic from the past decade now at this point. When the Jordan 1 shattered backboard dropped, it was out of nowhere, but it just took on with a storm and became legendary within the Jordan 1 colorway realm. If you guys don't know, this is a Jordan that was inspired by an actual exhibition game from Jordan where he literally shattered the backboard. That exhibition game was in Italy, and the actual uniform that they were wearing at the time was a black and orange uniform, just like this one here. And there's actual footage of Jordan playing in that game. I don't know if there's actual footage of the backboard being shattered, but if there is, we'll find it. I can't remember for a fact, but there is footage and photos of that particular game and the particular jersey that Jordan was actually wearing as well. In 2015, though, we had the release of this shoe that became what we know and love as one of the best quality Jordan 1s, but also just best colorways and overall look with the shattered backboard. And then since then, there's been various variants of the shoe, the reverse shattered backboard, the shattered backboard 3.0. You got the patent leather version of the shattered backboard that was like the, you know, the orange and black that was patent leathered all over. You had the satin shattered backboards that released for women exclusives. There's been tons and tons of shattered backboard variants that have released since then. Almost more than the variants in the Marvel movies at this point. That's going to be happening during Avengers Doomsday. On the box, it reads black sail starfish. You got a nice premium tumbled upper leather, and then of course the starfish overlays with a black swoosh. And you also have, let's see, a set of orange laces right here. And do we have another set? Did it come with white? Seems like there's only orange laces and black. Just kind of checking. So yeah, there is no set of other laces to go alongside with this. As far as my first impressions though, the first thing that I noticed, because that's the first thing I went for, is the actual feel and the texture of the quality, and it not being the same as that, because that original was like way more softer. However, there is a very nice tumble leather going on within the shoe, and it is a different type of texture and feeling than recent Jordan ones that we've gotten so far this year. So it's pros and cons, but it doesn't at all change anything, and I don't feel like any worse about it, I would say. For the most part, the colorway itself and the colors seem to stick pretty true to the OG. Now, I do not own a pair of that pair from back in 2015. I think that if there was gonna be any changes, and I think I've heard that there was some changes as far as like the brightness and the vibrance of that orange, but it's not nothing that's, for the most part, noticeable. I would say that you really can't tell the difference from just looking at this and maybe looking at someone else wearing it on foot. Now, one thing is for certain that it seems to be is that this shoe is not gonna be as limited or as hyped. That's what it seems like. We've seen the ones of this year drop from the UNCs, the reimagined versions of that, pretty much sit and even go on sale in some places. And it seems like people are going to treat the shattered backboards almost the same way. That's what it's starting to at least feel like. And we know that the originals were going for thousands of dollars at one point. It seems like that same thing. We're on a different phase in the sneaker culture, and the drive of the sneaker resale is just not the same of what it once was. So just checking right now, currently you can, last sale was 206. Lowest ask is 188. You can sell right now for 225. So as you can see, right now I can pretty much buy this at retail at this point. Does that matter? Nope, don't matter whatsoever. I'm happy. That means that you can get it. That means that everybody can get it. If you're someone that missed out in 2015, you can get it. Extremely available, extremely easy. Hip hip hooray. Doesn't mean nothing. To some people out there, man, I don't want them shoes no more because everybody can get it. That, for me, it don't matter, nor should it for you. But your money, you spend it how you want. With that said, this is definitely one of the more hype releases for me, one of the more anticipated releases for me, because I've always wanted a pair of these. I've reviewed a pair in the past, but it was not mine, but someone let me review it back when it happened. But I was never able to actually obtain it, and I was not gonna drop $1,000 to do so. So to each his own on that. This would definitely be a more further out, full-on, in-depth review as we get more information, but these are on the way for the month of August. They've been pushed back several times since then, and there's several other reviews already out on this particular shoe, but it's just not a Tonyd2wild review, so keep that in mind. Stay tuned because it's coming soon. And this is definitely something for the OG sneaker collectors out there. Maybe the younger crowd, they're not gonna get jiggy with it. That's fine. But for more people that have been around for the past decade, they will. They also feature the insole of the shattered backboard is featured there. They pretty much stayed as true as possible to the OG, and I'm all here for it. So this is definitely one that a lot of us have been waiting on, and I'm happy for it, man. I'm happy for it. I'm shooting some B-roll. One thing I will notice about this particular pair, and I'm gonna see if it's consistent with other ones out there, but I do notice some inconsistencies with the actual tumbled leather. Like you can see this is extremely tumbled, and the toe box is extremely tumbled, and then back here a little bit as well. But then like on this pair, there's little to no tumbling. Even on this side, there's little to no tumbling. Now this is definitely seen on various others. It's not a fugazi. This is a legitimate pair. This is seen a lot, you know, when it comes to Jordan Brand and its inconsistencies. But this is something to point out. Like one pair is extremely tumbled, while the other is not so much. Definitely going to check out some other ones. Like I'm gonna see like another size and see if that consistency continues on. But something to point out, because like on this one you have it tumbled up here. This one is not so much. Still not like a deciding factor or anything, but it is something to point out to people out there. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.